Hey everyone, it's Carol, and this is my channel, Florida Farmstead Life. And I'm out here with my little goats, looking at how my pile of scrub, I don't know, the trim from all the trees. This is one of my piles. I got a few piles. There's Bear going into this is really the goat area, but they're over where the horse, which I have no horses, but that's where they're supposed to be. Here's my little goats. I guess they don't like these stinging nettles. I don't blame them. They're all over, as you can see. That's about all that's left out here. There's our turkey. Not really ours, but this one loves to stay around here. Nothing seems to scare him or her. I don't know. I'm not very good at figuring out which gender they are. I mean, sometimes you know right away, but when they're young, it's hard for me to tell. I just didn't realize they had blue heads. There's Mama. Ooh, not a good sight of her. I don't know. I don't like rear end pictures. I think it's taking. What are y'all doing in there? They like to pull my branches out. I'll put them down and they'll go take a branch because they like to chew on them. Hey, Angel. There's my Angel. She's the one that likes to be standoffish. And back there is her sister. And she's not as standoffish, but she looks so much like Mama. This is my mama goat, my first mama. Her name is Piper. Yeah. See how close they look? They look a lot alike. And here is Pepper. She's my second mama, who is Piper's daughter. She was born from a bower, a meat goat. So Piper is a not a dwarf. Why is sometimes I can't remember. Of course, you got to take an effect. I just got up not too long ago. Nubian. I knew it'd pop in my brain. She's not a dwarf Nubian. She's a Nubian. The dwarf was the father of my two babies. You can tell Pearl is Pepper's daughter. She looks a lot like her. And Princess over there, Black, is Piper's mama. They were born in February of last year, so they're over a year old. We were going to sell them, but then we decided to keep them. Isn't this a beautiful day? And every single one of them have their butt to me. Where did my turkey go? Why do I keep saying my turkey? You know how you always say my this, my that, or we did this, or I did this when you didn't really do it? That's interesting to me. Like at work, and we say, I intubated. I didn't intubate. It was the patient I was taking care of, but it's not me. Somebody else did it. I'm trying to catch myself, but it's kind of trained that way just by listening to people. Even now, I point out in my head, no, they didn't do it. Somebody else did it. We got to give credit where credit's due, and empathy where it needs to be placed. What you up to, baby? He's doing his job going around the perimeter. He's a guard dog. Yep, he's an Anatolian Shepherd, and we just got Jasmine, who's growing like a weed. We got her. She was born October 30th of last year, so we got her at Christmas Eve, actually. So awesome how that came together. Look at those clouds. I just love the way they change up. It looked real angry when I first came out here about 15 minutes ago. Now it looks like it's passing. And you see the beautifulness of the clouds as they change, the wispiness. Oh, I did it again. There's the turkey that likes to be here. Yeah, she's awesome. She has no fear with Bear. I have more fear of him than she has of him. He will let her. But when she knows he's had enough, she knows. She's smart. Smart puppy. She's got a lot of emotion to her. Which, guess what? Emotions are good. It doesn't matter. I mean, angry is an emotion, but you can do it in a healthy way, just like anything. Just let it pour, because it's not healthy just to bottle it all upside. Right, Angel. Somebody's over there moaning. There's the turkey. Ooh, I almost said my turkey again. It's the turkey of the earth, nature. Kind of like it feels like there should be a herd of turkeys. That's usually the way you see them. But this one seems to, I kind of view this turkey as a watcher over our little spot here in Florida. So we have a lot of guard animals. What are y'all doing? See how they move with each other? Goats are so interesting. And you can research to your heart's content, but until you go ahead and own them, you don't really know. I remember when I had the first house I lived in that I don't know if I bought it, but I paid the payments, let's put it that way, on a house. And it was a little bitty small house, and it was on the top of a hill. And there was I always thought it was one of those old sinkholes. Florida's on limestone, and sometimes that it just falls into the earth. It sounds kind of scary, but it's true. It just falls into itself, makes a big hole. And it looked like that back there. They put a fence around it, and they put goats in there. I didn't think anything of it because I was just living life, trying to make it from day to day. Now that I have goats, I remember I remember thinking, oh, I wish I could have some goats. They look so fun. And they were actually there to do a job. And I was just in North Carolina with my daughter, and we saw goats on Biltmore for work. They were working. Yeah, doing what my goats are doing right now. Making sure the grass is mowed. But as you can see, there's certain things they will not touch. It's kind of weird. When I give them their grain and it falls to the ground, they won't eat that. Oh no, they won't eat that. So it's weird. They'll eat anything, most anything. But if that grain falls to the ground, they will not touch it. And that's why the birds, everybody gets fed. Yep. It's a work in progress here. But we're learning. I enjoy learning. And I wish it had been more maybe I got it. Maybe I was just too. That's the problem with stress. It blocks all your common sense because all you're doing is keyed in on the stress. But, that can motivate you to a certain extent. But you don't remember things when you're stressed. You don't remember anything but the stress. You don't remember why you're stressed. You don't remember anything with it. At least I don't. And when you let yourself relax, you become mindful. And it's true. They put a name to it, mindfulness. And it's true. You have to work it out in your mind so you can enjoy your life. And that's what we do here. And if you just come outside, breathe in. Some people can't do it. Some people aren't here to do it. It's like a miracle that we have eyes and nose, the ability to touch and feel things. So I'm thankful and grateful. Even though there's a lot to do, that's what I love, that there's a lot to do, a lot to enjoy. And if I got 6 projects, I'm not stressed about it. I just look forward to every day doing something. Because I'm lucky to get out of bed. I'm lucky to be able to, I don't know, I could say luck, but it takes action. I have to get up. I have to have the mind to get up and do. I just want to inspire people to do it because when I was young, I did things, and I'm not going to take away from it. I got to give myself grace because it was rough back then. There was no internet. There was no information. And really in the last 20 years, if you look back 10 years, well, let's say my granddaughter was born in 2005, and she was playing with her old flip phone. Sometimes I forget the flip phone. That wasn't that long ago in my lifetime. So I just getting to where I'm enjoying. I just saw on TikTok a light bulb you could screw in that can be that camera. If you screw it in a ball outside too, you could screw it into a light socket, and that thing is on your phone telling you what's going on in your house while you're wherever you are. Oh my gosh, I would have never. That's some of the reason why I didn't venture out too far, because hey, you never know if you get stuck. We didn't have a cell phone. We didn't have GPS. We didn't have the ability to get ourselves out of fixes like we can now. It didn't take you all day long wandering the countryside. Now, the lady or man, whoever you want to tell you, guides you back to reality. I just had a patient that is my mom's age, and her iPhone, as soon as she lost consciousness, called 911. I'm like, is that a real thing? Wow. You wake up and learn something new every day, and you think, what is in store for us in 5 years? Remember they used to say, I don't know if they even say it anymore, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I'm like, what do I say? Things are revealing every single day. You can look at it as excitement, or look at it as like, oh Lord, what are we going to do? They're going to be able to see us everywhere. Pros and cons, pros and cons. What I do, make a list, pros and cons. You don't have to have it. You don't have to deal with it. You can shut it off. But to make other people do things just because, no. I'm hoping those days will be over. But there's always people that will want to tell you what to do. Boy, I'm veering off. I feel like on one road, and then before I know it, I'm jumping onto another road. Sorry, that's how my brain works. So I'm watering my pecan tree while I'm out here chatting with y'all. Thanks for coming by and checking my place out. Well, I'm an owner, but I've always thought this about my homes. I don't want to just not do anything with it. I always jump right in and start projects because when I get ready to leave, I don't want it looking like when I bought it. I want to upgrade. I want to try new things. And so we've been here 2.5 years, and I've planted more plants than I expected. I've lost some. I've got different things in the fire, all while doing a full-time job. So it's possible. I don't know if I had kids. I mean, I see people with 4 or 5 kids. That was a lot of stress for me. I felt so responsible. Like, if I do too many things, I don't want to take away from doing the right. All parents. I don't know one parent that thinks they're a perfect parent. But I think we all try. We all try. So I didn't feel comfortable really doing a bunch of things until my kids were able to take care of themselves. I was kind of leaning on letting them learn and hopefully directing them in some way, because it was hard back in my day, especially as a girl in the South, in the country. You really were directed to be the one in charge of taking care of kids. Wonder if you don't want kids. Guess what? You were labeled. Now, you're not labeled. At least I don't think so. There's a lot of women that are holding off for not having kids, and they're not being called ugly names. Not that I know of. I haven't really seen any. You never know. But, oh, what's wrong, Bear? Bear looks like he's been around for a long time, but he's only 2 years old. I think animals can have mental problems too. I think that's my issue with him. I've diagnosed him, of course. So I'm not going to throw him out in the bath water like they used to around these parts when I grew up. I just have a healthy respect for him, because he is not a house dog. He's an outdoor guardian. Right, Bear Bear? He likes to be around me, but he's off to the side. Jasmine now, she is a typical toddler. She stays close, but she's out there checking out the scene, trying to learn. She's learned a lot from Bear, working the property. Sometimes she sees and does things before he does. She's getting very keen at it, and he had to kind of learn on his own. You can see a big difference between her and him. Look at, she sees that turkey. She's trying to just discover whether that's a good or a bad animal. I think she's decided it's okay. Look at how she aggravates Bear, and he just he just lets her. She will grab hold of his tail. Oh, she's so funny. And he won't do anything. She smells something right there. Why do you, Bear, go ahead and ask her, why you gotta do that right in my space? Anyway, thank y'all for watching and being out here with me. I'm so happy about this tree. Oh my gosh, you don't know. And my maple tree, I showed you, it is just coming forth with leaves. These are weird leaves. This is about what my other one did, and then my goats got a hold of it. But these got this is an Elliot, and it has some strange leaves. I can't wait till it gets a little bigger so I can see what it, if the leaves stay small, it'll be interesting. And my other one, I'm going to go over there and water it next. So today is May the 15th. It won't be long. And we will be into June, half through the year. May the 30th, she will be 7 months old. I'm like a mama. You know, I remember when my kids every month until they were almost 2 years old, I would say, oh, she is 21 months old. Oh, she's 22 months old. Oh, she's 2 years old. And then that was it. 2, 2.5, 3. That's kind of what I'm doing with my animals. Now I get, oh, look at them. They both like to do. I love my puppies. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Y'all have a great evening on this Sunday, May the 15th. This is, I came out here around 6. So the sun is setting on another gorgeous day here in Florida. Y'all take care. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hit the like button.